Okay, we're live. So this is going to be recapping the convention in Phoenix, which was called L.E.A.D 2019, which stands for Leadership Development, Experience, and Duplication. Okay, so I guess to let everyone know, I have a room full of people. They didn't want to be seen, but they're all here. So I'm not sitting here talking to myself. Okay. So I'm going to run through this as quickly as possible so we can all eat and get out of here. And I have a ton of notes, probably won't hit it all, but we can dial into anything, more specific at a later time. Absolutely amazing, awesome convention. If you were not there, you will be there in Salt Lake City come April. Okay, so just get it on your calendar now. Okay, so so reviewing 2019. We made the Inc. 5000 fastest growing private companies, number 597. Okay. We made the Utah Valley 50 magazine as the fastest growing private company. We had 284% growth in 2019. Surpassed 76,000 associates and customer code numbers. Okay, this is huge, guys. Conducted and led over 11 community initiatives and many more out in the field. Let's see, over 2,300,000 lives impacted thus far. So we're on our way to that billion lives within 20 years. Fast tracking it here. Let's see, success in Education Foundation Community Service Book Drive for Title I schools. This is one of the community services that the company does, the whole Lift Where You Live program, and we actually did a book drive at the convention, so that was way cool. I guess I can kind of skip some of these highlights, sorry. I don't want to be here for an hour and a half. But we did, let's see, we did, does anybody remember how many books we brought in? Like, 497 books was donated at convention, plus cash. Did anybody get a cash amount?
Yes, I didn't get the total amount, but
there was a cash.
They didn't get the total amount.
But we didn't get the total on that. But a couple of highlights I do want you to know is that Papa Murphy's will accept books at participating locations, and Fox 13 News is providing media support to encourage the community to donate books and cash. They're real desperate for books targeted towards kindergarten to 3rd grade. So there's a real there's a lot of reasons behind why that was chosen and all of that, but I won't go into that right now. Strava is am I saying that right? I think so. Strava app on a phone. It's like a fitness app.
how do you spell it?
Strava. Okay. I do have it on my phone. Not real user-friendly for me, but I didn't get real focused on figuring out exactly how it works. But there is $2 a mile that you, rack up on Strava app. If you go in and choose the Tranont marathon, it does say it's a run. You have to choose the run part. I'm not a runner, but it'll track your walking miles, and so whatever miles you document underneath that, that's also a fundraiser too for that book drive stuff. Okay. So there's a new facelift to Tranont website. I believe when it comes up, it has the lift where you live. The community service is all explained right up front. There's easier shopping with better layout on the help pages, so it goes more into depth on our products. There's Brizo Pure videos there, so you need to get in and kind of start digging around in there and see the new facelift of our Tranont websites. Let's see. Oh, the L.E.A.D Fall 2019 incentive trip. Okay, you really want to, get in and get the information on that. It actually began October 1st and it's going through December 31st. Okay, and there's a whole points system thing here. I've got enough, I think, for everyone here to have. As long as you don't get beans with it. At this here, you can find this, and it's probably backwards. I'm not sure. Does that? Yeah. Anyway, it gives all the explanation on one side, and then there's where you can track it each month to accumulate your points for the incentive trip. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hand those out to everyone right now so they have it, but you can print it off. Yeah, Jess, I'll just give those to you. You can print it off off of the website. So that's way cool. I want to see everybody in. Oh, I didn't even tell you where we're going. Is it Cabo? Cabo. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Cabo San Lucas, 4 days, 3 nights. And so the last trip, the incentive trip that they did, that they went to Puerto Vallarta, they did a recap on that. They had a fabulous time. It was amazing, created some great memories, and hanging out with the founders and all your top leaders. It's a great time. So then there was a training. And so I'll just hit the highlights on some of these. Like I said, we may do a little more extensive training on some of these as needed. But social media ATM, okay? Everyone should be familiar with ATM, which is add, tag, message. So you add somebody to Health, Wealth, Community and or Freedom Focus. Okay, that's with guest permission. You always want to get their permission and let them know it's an exclusive invite only community. So it's private secret group that they have to be invited to personally. Then you tag in relevant posts. So you've already found out what their issues are, what their interests are, whatever. You go in and you can do a search in Health, Wealth, Community or Freedom Focus and actually tag them on something that you think that they would be interested in. And then you will message to follow up. And you're going to want to do that within like 24 hours. And you're going to just want to know, what did they like most about it. And then at that point, you can actually put them into a group chat on Messenger with an expert. Expert meaning somebody who has had training in group chats, be it upline, crossline, whatever, somebody to help edify you and the company. Let's see, social media, Facebook posts. Okay, so we all know we're tapping into the social media arena to get exposure and for sales, but what that looks like, and we've got a few examples, but your first post, this is like on your personal page. And so you're going to have your excitement, you're going to tell your story and weave your peak into that story. So don't mention company name or product names. Okay, you want the curiosity to happen. And then picture yourself holding a product, but without the ability to actually read what it is. Do we have a bottle of something sitting
Right
here?
here.
Right here. So like if I was like, you know, talking about this product, I'm not going to sit here and hold it up so they can see what it is, but I may, you know, do something like this. And so they actually get a visual that it's something real, but they're not reading what it is, okay? Then your second post is going to be about your results. So get into the pain of before, okay, what you were dealing with before the product, and then you share your details of your experience. Be authentic. Don't exaggerate it. There's no reason to exaggerate the results you get from any of our products. Include timeline of things, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I put the cream on over the pain and, you know, 10 minutes later it was great, you know, instead of saying, oh yeah, I put this cream on and yeah, I got some great results. Well, they want to know, you know, they want to be able to hear what that timeline is and how quickly things have worked for you. Then the third post is just more results, and you just kind of repeat that. There's, social media examples. We've got some great people out there in Facebook land that are doing amazing with this. In Tranont is Oksana Beans. Is that how you say her last name? Does anybody know? Anyway, Oksana. I know her as her first name, but and then Angie McCarthy. You know, there's and you know many more, but they just are very creative and really fun in mixing up everything they do on Facebook, and they're just kind of out there a lot, so they do some just really fun things that you can actually kind of imitate or at least get ideas from them. Okay, social media 555. What does that mean? Well, it's add 5 new friends daily, okay? We're in the Facebook world. We want to add 5 friends every day. If that feels overwhelming to start, just do 1, 2, maybe 3. 3 is a good number too. Just, you know, whatever's comfortable. You want to create that habit. And then you want to connect with 5 old friends daily, non-business kind of stuff. And then invite 5 friends to an exposure daily, okay? Or your 1 or your 3 or however many that you're doing, okay? Let's see. We went into overview presenting. I think I was standing in a bathroom line for a lot of that or something. I don't know. I missed a lot of whatever they had going on. But there was shadowing for duplication. So it's shadowing somebody else who's got the experience in it. And then have someone shadow you. So somebody who is experienced, they can kind of shadow you to, you know, to help critique what you're doing and give you pointers and tips, that sort of thing. Let's see. And in reality, kind of a taprooting tip is that when you have someone, you know, they do the home meeting, whatever, and they then you know, bring in their associates, whatever. You want to just keep working with them. At least 7 layers deep is really what's recommended, to just stay focused in that one leg, that one team, to just keep, you know, keep boosting them and boosting them up. Let's see. Oh, Tranont Life Blue Number. Now they're really bringing the Tranont Life side of the business back to the forefront again. And this is the foundation of the company, really. This is the heartbeat. And so it's really exciting that they're bringing that back to the forefront of the company. So the Tranont Blue number, let's see, process or plan to calculate a number based on a person's current personal financial situation and their future goals. Boy, that was a mouthful. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay, that's in our financial world as along with the rest of our lives. But evaluate strategies and current financial situations, go over budgets, analyze plans, look at retirement needs, look at insurance needs, help plan short and long-term goals, educate on ways to improve, learn, and implement other Tranont tools. Why do we want to do this? Retirement, savings, rainy day fund, future investments, college funds, weddings, security, well-being, debts, funerals, mortgages, smart banking, financial education. That just names a few. So who needs the blue number? Everyone. Period. Everyone. What ages? All ages. And when should you get your blue number? It's like today. So go to getmyblue.com, and it's kind of a portal where you submit your information, and then you'll be contacted. And it was amazing. They actually had a couple that just became very vulnerable and were up in front of 2,000 people and just laying out their financial life as they walked through. They walked us right through the whole fill in the blanks kind of procedure to be able to get that blue number. And so everyone out there where you are and everyone here, I know we've all gotten our blue number already. But anyway, go to getmyblue.com and get that started. You'll be blown away, okay? To quote CEO and founder Lon Berry, the best time is right now. Get educated, learn, and be prepared. Take charge. So maximize our sister life company by becoming a referring agent or a wealth specialist. Okay, I'm so glad that they're bringing this right back up again, because it is really a great deal for us and what we have in the company. I'm a referring agent, and it's great to sign those split forms and get commissions coming in off of work that the wealth specialist is doing, with just a little bit of help from me referring people to them. So to get all the education on that, you actually want to schedule your CNA. So has everybody done their CNA? The blue. Okay, so the blue number is replacing the CNA. Thank you for clarifying that, because yes, it was the CNA originally, a confidential needs analysis, and then they brought in a blue number that they, merged the two together. So I just got clarification that the CNA is the blue number, okay? So that whole process is just awesome, okay? Then once you've gone through that process, you will be excited and you will want to share your experience, and so you can refer others to do the same thing. Now, if you're not a referring agent or a wealth specialist, you will not get paid for referring anybody. So if it's something that's of interest, then it's definitely worth getting licensed in your state, and it is an actual state license. The cool thing is once you're licensed, you can go to work for a business, a life insurance business company, I guess is the word I was looking for, but you cannot actually be a working agent for Tranont until you get certified as a wealth specialist. See, they take our training above and beyond. So that's way cool. So, you know, once you have that experience, and how would you want to refer others? Here's a real quick blurb. You know, I just had the most incredible experience. I have been introduced to something I've been lacking my entire life. We have conversations about how much of a struggle it has been learning through hard knocks, financial education. Well, I have now met a company that is providing teachers and information to me I have not known my entire life, and I just met with somebody that opened my mind up to something I never knew existed. This is a true story here. And when I heard this information, I thought of you. I want you to have the same experience as I did. Can I link you with this individual, because I want you to sit down and gain the same education I got. Okay, so it can be as simple as that. Tweak it, whatever, you know, customize it to the person that you're talking with. So now I want to go into the health. Okay, this was really cool. I liked how they broke our health side out into 3 different areas. Our foundation, which is like your balance, life, vibe, restore. Okay. The anti-aging is your glow and radiant. Okay. And then your CBD, of course, that includes your soothe, serene, and now the new relief, RELEAF. Okay. Now on, let's see, wealth plan, you know, they really did bring up our wealth side, bringing that back to the forefront a lot more at this convention than they have been before. So that's way cool. Pillars of wealth is cash flow, which is our most important, to have that cash flow coming in. Appreciation, so things, you know, having things that appreciate in value. Minimize tax obligations. You know, we need that education. We need to know where to find those to benefit on our taxes there. Leverage. Now our leverage is our most powerful. And then, but the cool thing is the greatest asset is you. So you are your greatest asset. Okay. So once you become aware, it lacks integrity to not give others the gift of awareness. Okay. So what's your story? Your past, your present, your future. Okay, so your past. Before Tranont, my challenges were, okay? This is how you're going to kind of create your story and fine-tune it and just get it down to where you can share it very quickly and simply. But you want to start with your past. So where were you? What were your challenges? Present. With Tranont, I'm working on blank. Okay, and here are my results thus far. Okay, and then your future. So I'm committed to blank through the incredible opportunity provided by Tranont. Okay, so that gives you a good outline to just encompass it all into, you know, that elevator tag line about your story. Let's see, we are wired for success, but programmed for failure. Okay, think about that. We all strive and desire the success, and we're wired for it, but then we have the programming of failure, whatever in our society does to us. I thought that was pretty powerful. So the hardest time to do anything is the very first time. think about the first time you had to get up and do public speaking, or maybe even host a Tranont event. That's definitely the hardest. What thin rope of belief is tying you down? What lid of limitation have you been beating your head against? It's time to have your limitation breakthrough. Okay, that might not be you, but that was something they trained on, and I think that was pretty impactful. Your direction is more important. Sorry, I'll start over again. Your direction is more important than your destination. Okay? So, you know, it's kind of that saying of, so shoot for the moon, but if you miss it, you still end up with the stars. It's like, you may not be where you want to be yet, but are you headed in the right direction? Okay. So Dr. Barry Tan is a PhD. He is also the author of Truth About Vitamin E. Many of us managed to get this book. So get your hands on it. I don't know, has anybody started reading anything in it?
I have. It's amazing, and it's a good sense of humor and explains it in layman's terms.
Okay, so good sense of humor and explained in layman's terms. That sounds like my kind of book. I actually haven't got into it yet, but I'm really excited. It's at the top of my book pile. Fun man. I actually missed the training, but I did catch some video stuff from him afterwards, so I'm not going to go into everything. But the vitamin E part is our radiant, the anti-aging new radiant that we have. And so is there anybody that, okay, I'm going to pause this for a minute and restart it to let somebody else talk about that.
So this is the new product flyer on the Radiant Vitamin E supplement. All I can say is you need to look up Dr. Barry Tan and just hear his explanation on this. It is absolutely amazing. Talk about a sense of humor. I know everyone thinks I'm pretty funny, but hands down, he is hilarious about the vitamin E explanation. So look him up. And Debbie already showed you the book. That's the book that he wrote. Oh, it's awesome. So give that a check, and there you go. And we have extras of these if anyone needs any. And, and somebody has extra books, so you might be able to pull in a favor. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the other doctor that we had was Dr. Tim Harrigan. Now, this...
Pressing on, Jeannie.
So Dr. Tim Harrigan is just amazing. I mean, I've seen him a couple of times, and he's got a lot of YouTube videos out there. I highly, highly recommend searching YouTube for any of his videos. He's full of all kinds of wonderful health information, and it is based around our supplement products because he does use them. Let's see. This was a quote. There was a lot of quotes he does. I'm not going to go through all of them because just time-wise here. But this one, medical science has made such tremendous progress that there is hardly a healthy human left. Okay. And he absolutely loves doctors. Has a lot of doctor friends. I mean, he's a doctor himself. But he has his eyes very open to what the industry is doing, and so he just wants to educate other people, to empower them to take responsibility for their, for their own health. The British Medical Journal states that only 6% of drug advertising material is supported by evidence. Okay, let that one sink in. At today's rate, by 2025, 1 in 2 children will be autistic. Okay? I remember the first time I heard that word. It was like in the mid-'80s. I'm going, what in the heck does that mean? Now it's a household name. See, there's why is supplementation important? There's a few books that were recommended. Peak Energy Solutions by Dr. Maurice. Oh yeah, somebody.
Oh yeah.
Pisciano something. I'm sure you're laughing because you probably know who that is. Anyway, find the book Peak Energy Solutions. Let's see, Discover Wellness, How Staying Healthy Can Make You Rich. That's by Dr. Bob Hoffman. What Your Doctor Doesn't Know About Nutritional Medicine May Be Killing You. That's by Dr. Ray D. Stand. Nutritional Value of Salad. Oh, this isn't a book, okay? This is just a tidbit of information that I found very interesting. So, the nutritional value of salad in 1940 requires 15 to 20 today to get the same nutrients as that one salad in 1940. So it lets you know there's another example of the depletion of nutrition in our food. So 90% of nutritional value is lost when baked at 250 degrees and above. Okay. The RDA recommendation is for minimum, not optimal health. Consumer Report states 4 out of 5 herbal products tested didn't contain what was listed on the bottle. Okay, did you hear that? 4 out of 5 herbal products don't even have what they say they're in it. So this speaks volumes for us because we have such stringent accountability and just the heart of the people that are involved on bringing us the products that we have. You know, we can rest at ease to know that we are getting what the bottle says. So we do have accountability with phenomenal doctors and formulators. Over 98% of drugs work by poisoning enzymes or blocking receptors. Okay? The human body is not designed to have our enzymes poisoned or our receptors blocked. Okay, that's from the Health Impact News. The journal National Cancer Institute states women taking 1 aspirin a day for 5 years, heads up women, pay attention, 1 aspirin a day for 5 years had an 80% increased risk